Okay, so how about being able to navigate also between different modules, right? And perhaps highlighting the module that is currently selected, right? So the way we could do that is we can, in the module list, right, we can convert this into hyperlinks, right? That will allow us to click on it, right? And the strategy is going to be that as we click on different modules, right, we're going to encode the currently selected module in the URL, right? Again, it's always a good practice to encode in the URL any changes in the UI, right? So that when you refresh the page, right, you can reconstruct the entire page from whatever you have in the URL, right? So what we're going to do is that we're going to encode the ID of the module into the URL. We're going to say, href, and this is going to we're going to keep track of that we are in the same course, right? Basically, what we like to be able to do is that as you click, we want to stay in the same. We want to stay in the same screen. We just want to the URL to change and show the ID of the current module because it's the only thing that's changing, right? The currently selected module. And the idea would be to use the same exact URL pattern, keep the course ID there, and we just want to append here that we are in a particular module. Okay, so that's going to be the strategy. So what we're going to do is that we're going to keep the details. We're going to encode the course ID. I believe we have the course ID. I guess not. We don't have the course ID. So we'll need to get a hold of that. Then we're going to have modules followed by then the ID of the current module as we are iterating over it. Okay. Let's see if we go back. If we hover over it, notice that at the bottom here, down below here, right? If we hover over it, you'll notice that it says /details, nothing, /modules, /123, 234, 345, right? And so we're missing the course ID, right? That means that for this component, right, for the module list component, we never parse the course ID from the path, right, from the URL. So let's go and do that in the module list component. Let's parse out, right, the course ID. Let's initialize it to be empty. But what we want to do is parse it from the path. So we know how to do that already, right? We're going to ask for the route that is currently active, for the activated route, and we're going to listen for changes in that route. We're going to say this dot route dot params dot subscribe, and we're going to use the params, the latest params, and we're going to parse out the course ID into a local variable, params.course ID. Okay, so that if we go back now and we now refresh the page and we hover over this, you'll notice at the bottom, so look here in the corner down here, as I hover, notice that now we do have details, the course ID, and the modules. See that? So now we do have the course ID. Now if we click on it, notice what happens. It changes real quick. You saw that? It changed for a second, right? If I click on there, you'll see that it says here modules 1, 2, 3, real quick, right? If I click on it, there it is. See that? And then it disappears. And that's because we've activated a URL that doesn't have a map, a route, right? So since the route says, ooh, that URL doesn't match anything, I don't know what to show, so it shows a blank screen, right? So we need to create a route for that. So let's do that.